welcome to another debate. Today, Mrs. Muhammad's class and Mrs. Reddy's class will be debating whether or not students should wear uniforms to school. Mrs. Muhammad's class, students are sitting over here. They are in favor of students wearing uniforms to school. Mrs. Reddy's students are against all of you wearing uniforms to school. If Mrs. Muhammad's students would please introduce themselves.
Kyle.
My name is Taylor Williamson.
Okay, Mrs. Reddy's.
Your name?
Ryan McCaskey. Benita Miles.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we'll flip a coin to see which side will open up with their summaries. Call it.
Tails.
And you obviously are? Tails win. Okay, so Kyle Villano, if you can open us up with some statements defending your position.
I think we should wear uniforms because it will make it easier for us and our parents financially. And if we have to spend more money on clothes, then we can spend on the things we want. And also we can have input on what colors and styles of uniform is.
Okay, nays on.
Yeah, we should wear uniforms so we wouldn't have bad language on our clothes, and so that we won't get suspended more easily.
Okay, Carlin.
Kids wouldn't get their clothes in the store, and it would make it easier for parents if for you for yourself if you know what you're gonna wear in the morning.
Okay, and Kyle Davis.
Kids will work more on their education than their fashion when you're wearing uniforms.
Okay, good. We'll come back to you. Thank you. Okay, Mrs. Reddy's class, I forgot your name. Wayne?
They might take it in a bad way and might decide not to learn and just it might bother you.
Your name? Bobby.
You shouldn't be forced to wear what you want and what somebody else wants you to wear. So if you could say whatever you want, you should be able to wear what you want.
It's against our rights to make judgments for ourselves, and it teaches us responsibility.
And Benita.
Oh, it's uncomfortable because, see, you have somebody in your class wearing the same clothes that you are, and you don't want them wearing the same clothes that you are because you want to be different from everybody else.
Okay. I think both teams did a good job with opening statements. Mrs. Reddy's class, would you like to question anything that Mrs. Muhammad's class said? Any one of the students here? Would you like them to repeat anything in case you don't?
Please.
Which person? The first person? Kyle Villano.
I think that students should wear uniforms because it will make it easier for us and our parents financially, and we can buy more of the things we want with the money that we save, and we can vote on what style and color we want.
Okay, why would they want to, okay, what if they can't afford the uniforms?
Have the school pay for them.
Was your question, what if they can or can't afford the uniforms? Okay, have the school. Okay, would you like to question anyone? Bobby? Wayne? Okay, Mrs. Muhammad's students, like to question Kyle.
Benita, you had said that when you don't want people wearing the same thing. Well, school's for education, not for fashion, so you should be wearing more.
Yeah, that's true too. But still, why would you want, what if you're in the hall and you see somebody wearing the same clothes as you are, you feel...
You won't be worried about it. You're worrying about your school with it. You want to pass and go to college.
Yeah, that's true too.
Okay, anyone else like to question any of the students? Okay, at this point, I think we might be able to open it up to the audience. You might want to question either Mrs. Reddy's class, they're not in favor of uniforms, or Mrs. Muhammad's class, they would like for you to wear uniforms to school. Yes,
I'd
Paul?
like to ask Kyle a question. You said it would make it easier on people financially. I think there's a flaw to that argument in the fact that someone has to pay for the uniforms. No one's going to give them out for free. It's either taxpayers' money right out of their pockets or the school's money, which is still taxpayers.
You don't have to buy like 8 pairs of jeans, a sweatshirt.
So you plan on having them wear the same set of uniform every day? There would have to be at least 5 different ones because there are 5 days in a school week.
Okay, we have another comment from the audience. Your name?
Steven. Carla, you said that you know what you're gonna wear in the morning. Just get it ready before the morning. Get it ready before you go to bed at night.
Some people don't do that. Some people either forget, like myself, or in the morning they can just take it out of the closet.
Well, then that's
They
fine.
know what they have to wear.
Then they have to get up real early in the morning to figure out what they're gonna wear.
No, because they already know. They have, if a girl they have to wear skirts and tights and a blouse. They know that that's what they have to wear. So they don't have to spend time worrying about this matches with this, or this matches with that.
Doesn't matter if they don't want to wear that, then they don't have to.
Like Kyle said, you can choose the uniform you want to wear, colors and all that.
You still might not like the style of it.
If you pick it, yeah.
Okay.
Why would they, what if they don't have any of the styles that they like?
Well, they get to pick the styles.
But still, if they don't have any choices of the styles they would like to wear to school.
They have they get to pick the style they want. If they don't like a style, they just live with it.
Okay, what if like they grew out of their clothes? What if they grew out of their clothes?
They get some new ones.
But still, that's going to the house.
I think at this point, we'll start with you tomorrow and we shall continue the debate. It's very good, but we want to stop in the interest of time. So be prepared. Everyone come back here when your home-based teachers tell you, and we'll continue tomorrow. You were a wonderful audience and a wonderful debate. Give yourselves a hand. To our debate. Just to remind you, Mrs. Muhammad's class is in favor of students wearing uniform. Mrs. Muhammad's class is over here. Mrs. Reddy's class do not believe students should have to wear uniforms to school. What we'll do today is we'll just have Mrs. Reddy's class start us off reminding us some of their opening statements. Wayne?
You shouldn't have to wear uniforms because people might not like them and you won't do their work.
Okay.
You shouldn't be forced to do anything by another person, so you shouldn't be forced to wear what somebody else wants you to.
It's against our rights, so it teaches us responsibility to make our own judgment.
Girls may not feel comfortable wearing skirts every day because some may have to walk to school and they may want a change of clothes or something.
Okay, and Mrs. Muhammad's class, Nazar, can you remind us of some of the things you said yesterday?
I said, yeah, we shouldn't wear uniform because then we won't get suspended as much for having cursive letters on our clothes.
If you know what you're gonna wear in the morning, your outfit's already picked out because you know what you have to wear, and you won't get beat up for your clothing won't get stolen if you have a nice leather jacket or something.
Okay, and Kyle?
You should be wearing
because we were with you yesterday. Sometime during this session, you will be asked to vote. And I know Mr. Prowse's class is already aware that you shouldn't vote what you think. You should let the debaters persuade you. So vote for the team who actually convinced you whether or not you should wear uniforms to school. Mr. Trussell's class, you're new to the debate, and we just want to remind you the same thing. When you do vote, vote whether or not the debaters convinced you should you wear a uniform or not. Now, we were with, I don't know your name, but we had left off with you.
I got a question for her. She just said that you don't want your leather jacket to get stolen. You don't wear leather jackets in class. You leave them in your locker.
Yeah, ha!
Okay. Anyone else from the audience?
When said students may not do their work, they have no choice whether to do their work or not. One way or another, they can be forced to do their work by some means.
Okay.
I got one for Paul. The students have a choice to do their work or not. If they don't want to do it, it's their grade, it's their diploma, it's their reason. They got their own. Like, let's say if I didn't want to do my work, I don't have to do it. You can't say a student is forced to do work. It's not like that.
They can be forced to do work in the aspect that they can be sat down and not let to do anything until work is done.
That don't stop nobody.
You want to sit there for hours
Stop
on
me.
end?
Excuse me?
You want to sit there for hours on end?
A person cannot have you sit down, because once you want to leave, you could just walk out, because the school has no right to keep you in a place where you don't want to be. If you want, let's say if I wanted to leave this school, I could leave right now. The student has no right, the school has no right to be doing that.
Okay, you know what I would like to say, just so we don't go off into another topic. That's not a bad idea for another debate. Let's focus back in on the uniform. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to debate whether I should have a bulletin board up or not? No, let's get back to the point. Is there anyone from the audience who would like to question or comment on some of the things that the debaters stated yesterday or today? Okay. Shacey, you didn't have, I think you had something to say earlier? No? Okay. All right, so what we'll do now, Kyle?
I have a question for Benita.
Okay.
You had said that you're not comfortable wearing dresses, right? Well, we'll have like sweatpants, or jogging pants, or like slacks that you can wear if you don't want to wear dresses that day. I see your point, but I mean, we'll have stuff so you can cover yourself.
Okay, yes.
But it's still, some girls don't like people having wearing the same thing as you. Like, then that'll be covering you, but another person will want that, and then it'll still be the same as you. And girls don't like that. They want to be themselves.
We'll have different fashion.
It doesn't matter. Somebody can get the same thing in the same fashion as you, and they might like the same thing. And if you don't like people wearing the same thing as you.
Then you can come up with a different fashion.
Then it's not a uniform. You mind your business.
Okay. Yes.
She said that people wouldn't like to wear the same clothes as each other. But why would you mind their clothes in school for an education? Not to see who has better clothes.
Okay. Yes.
This girl said that you have different styles. Okay, let's say we put Catholic school and stuff like that they all have one style. Now you're saying if we don't want to do one style, we could choose another style. Isn't that the same thing as wearing regular clothes? Because you're not wearing the same thing. So it's really no different.
And you still gotta pay for it.
Wait.
It would be
Let Carlin respond, please.
it would be settled off to different colors, but not all different colors. Like my cousin in New York used to wear certain colors.
Okay, but how about if
You
someone
better shut up, boy.
is religious and they like to dress their clothes